We're at Bertha Holt Elementary School, and last week we showed you what the Holt International Children's Services Agency was doing 20 years ago in Korea. Tonight, we're going to look at what they were doing 20 years ago in Romania. So the reason we get to do all these videos is because KEZI, when they sold to a national company, they took all the archives and gave them to the University of Oregon's Special Collections Department. Yeah. So we went and worked a deal with them, and so we're now able to take these old stories that we did and bring them back to life so people can see that Bertha Holt Elementary School is more than a building with a name, it's a person.
Do we get to see you 20 years ago at the news desk? Because I will pay money. I've got just a few bucks on me, but I will just hand it over.
You don't have to pay money, just watch.
Yes.
When a crisis arises anywhere in the world and children are in need, Holt International Children's Services is one of the first agencies to arrive.
We have definitely come to the decision that we've got to do something, and we've got to do it now.
We didn't have enough money. We didn't have anything on our budget for Romania. Finally, we said, let's just go ahead. And then people began to donate. God took care of it. we had to have money. It costs a terrible amount of money to start in a new country.
Eventually, Holt found families to adopt these children. Okay. And the agency's work continues today in 15 countries all over the world. Bertha is the backbone, the inspiration, and the muscle behind it all. Even at 90, she still has a hand in the daily operation. They call her Grandma and give her the same respect. When she walks into the room, everyone stops what they're doing to hear what she has to say.
Good morning.
Hi, Grandma.
Welcome back.
I went to India and I saw, they named that new building Bertha.
Did they? All right.
Who'd ever think that?
When she's not at the office, Bertha Holt is traveling the world visiting her orphanages. This one is in Pune, India. She's never far from the children. On her most recent visit, as she's done countless times before, she brought a child home with her.
It's such a joy to come to escort you across the ocean, way, way from India.
This girl's new parents live in Fargo, North Dakota.
And one of these days, maybe I can see you again. You won't know me, but I will remember you.
It's hard to realize there was a time when some people couldn't accept the idea of foreign adoptions. Over the years, in her own quiet way, Bertha Holt has helped change those attitudes.
The older people who've been raised with that prejudice all their lives, they're not going to change. But sometimes the grandfather said, if you bring home a child like this, a child from another country, you don't ever bring him to my house. But after he comes, he gets so interested. Everybody says, oh, he's just beautiful, he's so intelligent, and he's charming. Then I get a picture of Grandpa holding the baby in his arms, just all covered with smiles.
That's what Bertha Holt's life is all about, changing people's outlook and changing children's lives.
We had their picture when they were in the orphanage, woe-begone and thin, and just looked hopeless, helpless. In their eyes just looked so sad. And then after they'd been in a home for 1 week, they were different people. They were just shining and so eager. Everything changed. They knew they were loved.
Bertha still keeps in touch with many of her 65,000 adoptees. Each summer, the agency sponsors picnics for the adopted children and their families. And Grandma attends when she's in the country.
I tell them, maybe I'm so old now, maybe I can't come back next year. And so then they all line up and have pictures taken with their family with me in it. And they always want to brag to me about their children. And they brag about their looks, about their scholastics, about their sports, and their music ability and their art. Oh my, I can't tell you how much they brag.
Bertha Holt has changed the world, and she's still working on it. But she doesn't take the credit. She says she's just a good listener.
God planned it. We didn't know anything about orphanages or orphans. We didn't know about international law. We didn't know about welfare of children, except that they're God's children and they should be cared for. She's a real baby.